Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 8. And this will be my trailer breakdown for The Flash Season 8, Episode 5, aka the finale for this Armageddon event, titled Armageddon Part 5. So yeah, a lot went down during Episode 4, which is obviously the penultimate episode of this crossover. And we had everyone living in a reverse Flashpoint timeline in the future, and this timeline was obviously created by Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash, and he essentially stole Barry's life. Barry becomes the Reverse Flash, he's about to get erased from existence, and Thawne becomes the Flash, and it was such a great episode. It's probably my second favorite episode of Armageddon. It could possibly be first, but so far I think episode 2 is a little bit better. But yeah, towards the end of the episode, Barry uses the power of love to connect to the Speed Force with the help of Iris, so that he's able to restore the timeline Thawne created back to how it used to be. Barry then goes on to confront Despero and tells him about what's actually going on, and that it was Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash, who's been pulling the strings all along. And then we have Despero time traveling to the future to obviously check if what Barry is saying is true. And if he isn't, then Despero will obviously return and kill Barry. But then to end off the episode, we have Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash, in the new Reverse Flash suit. And he's in the time vault as he is seeking help from Gideon to change the timeline. Now, unfortunately, I cannot play the trailer due to copyright issues. I know a lot of content creators do play the trailer on their videos, but for those who don't know, they do still get copyright claimed. I just don't want to take that risk, which is why I won't show the trailer. But for those who haven't seen the trailer yet, I will link in the description down below so you guys could obviously check it out. And yeah, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. But yeah, before I break down the trailer, I will go over the synopsis for the episode, as it does give us a better idea in regards to what we should expect for this episode. So the synopsis goes as follows. The exciting conclusion to Part 5 Armageddon event brings the return of Mia Queen. The conclusion to Armageddon presents an opportunity for the Flash to end his lifelong battle with the Reverse Flash for good, but the payoff could be too much for Barry and Team Flash to handle. Meanwhile, Mia Queen drops in from the future looking to save a lost loved one, and she won't let anything stand in her way. So yeah, this is a really exciting synopsis. I cannot wait to see more of Reverse Flash, especially after last episode and how he sets up his revenge against Barry. We will be having one guest star for this episode, and that is none other than Mia Queen, aka the Green Arrow. So yeah, we do have a hint in regards to how she plays into the crossover as well. Just to mention, because a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comment section, this is the episode where Barry gets the gold boots. So I am very interested to see how that comes into play. But yeah, the first part of the synopsis does technically play into what we're about to talk about in the trailer, which is why I will not break down that part of the synopsis, but I will go over it later on. But the next part of the synopsis is, meanwhile, Mia Queen drops in from the future looking to save a lost loved one, and she won't let anything stand in her way. So I was very interested to see how Mia Queen could exactly, play into this event. And it does look like the reason she is returning for this finale is because of this lost loved one. In regards to this, it's probably William Queen, which is Mia's brother for those who don't know, because from the Green Arrow and the Canary's backdoor pilot, Arrow Season 8 Episode 9, he does go missing, and we didn't really know what happened after that because the show obviously didn't get picked up, so they're probably going to do something around that to tie a bow on that story. But yeah, the trailer kicks off with someone saying that someone has messed with the timeline and now the timeline is fighting back. Now, from the ending of last episode, we can take a pretty safe guess in regards to who is behind this. It is obviously the Reverse Flash. If we go back to last episode, Thawne does say, "No one uses time against me. I will live and I will change what's about to happen and you will help me." He obviously says that to Gideon. So from this, we can tell that Eobard is actually using Gideon to mess with the timeline. So he does kind of pull a mini reverse Flashpoint as well. Maybe he even manipulates it so that Barry still ends up causing Armageddon regardless. Maybe he manipulates it so Barry doesn't necessarily cause Armageddon, but maybe Armageddon does happen later on. Who knows? But yeah, we do have Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash, in CCPD, and it seems like he is trying to go after Barry, maybe since Barry works there. It could also be that he is trying to find Joe again. Who knows? But we do see Mia Queen, aka the Green Arrow, dropping down into CCPD as she's about to face off against the Reverse Flash, which is pretty cool because we have obviously seen her father, Oliver Queen, face off Eobard Thawne before. So to see Mia go against Reverse Flash is something which I cannot wait to see. Hopefully she does do the nice courtesy of Ray Palmer as well. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, we do know that this is taking place in 2021, whereas Mia is from 2040. So maybe what is happening over here is that the timeline change that Thawne causes is actually what's responsible for something happening to this lost loved one, which the synopsis mentions. But we do then have Barry mentioning how Thawne pretty much took away his life until he lost everything. This is Barry probably telling Mia about what's happened. It could also be Barry telling Team Flash about what's happened in regards to Reverse Flashpoint and all these timeline changes taking place. But I am pretty sure that he's telling this to Mia, which is what actually results Mia to go fight the Reverse Flash in CCPD. But we do then get the shot of Mia Queen, aka the Green Arrow, walking into a closed down Star Labs and she's walking inside the Cortex with her arrows ready. This is probably her trying to find where everyone is at, or it could just be that someone like Despero or the Reverse Flash has entered the building and she's just trying to find them. Because later on in the trailer, we do actually get this shot of Team Flash in the Cortex and the lights just go off. So maybe this is when the Reverse Flash, maybe sabotages the building or something, and Barry and Mia work together to stop Thawne. Who knows? We do then get this interesting shot where we do have Thawne in the new Reverse Flash suit as he is in the speed lab and he's probably trapped inside something. And from the next shot, we can tell that Barry is actually confronting Eobard, and this could just be simply Barry trying to find out what Eobard's actually planning, what is he doing, and why is he causing these new timeline changes. Now, the synopsis does say, the conclusion to Armageddon presents an opportunity for the Flash to end his lifelong battle with the Reverse Flash for good, but the payoff could be too much for Barry and Team Flash to handle. So maybe what if over here, Barry has the opportunity to actually defeat the Reverse Flash forever, maybe by killing him. Maybe Thawne does something which makes Barry snap and he kills Thawne. Although I wouldn't be much of a fan of that, here is why it makes sense for this version of Eobard Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash, to die. This version of Eobard Thawne, at least, is reaching his final stages because he has the new Reverse Flash suit. He knows everything that's happened prior to the Flash Season 8. So he knows that he time travels to the night Nora Allen is murdered. He knows that his plan to kill Child Barry fails and in return kills Nora Allen. He knows that he gets stranded in the past for 15 years while being disguised as Harrison Wells. He knows that he's going to have to launch the particle accelerator and create the Flash again. And we know that the Thawne we had in Season 1 obviously didn't know anything about that. Or everything that's happened, he's only time traveled to Nora Allen's murder, lived the events of Season 1, and then he goes on from that. So Season 1 Thawne doesn't have these memories which our Thawne has. And our Thawne currently cannot have these memories when he goes back and murders Nora Allen. So that is why this version of Thawne needs to die. And there is a possibility that Season 9 could be the final season of The Flash. And for everything to come full circle, we need a past version of Eobard Thawne, not this version of Eobard Thawne. So we need one that has not killed Nora Allen yet, and one that has no memories about the fate which has been written for him. And we need the old suit as well, because that's what he had with him all along during Season 1 all the way to Season 7. So maybe what they're going to do over here is that they will tie a bow on this version of Eobard Thawne we have right now, whether Barry kills him due to something causing him to snap or Barry just lets him get defeated. I don't know about that, but it is possible that this could happen in Armageddon Part 5. We do know that Thawne in some way will be showing up for the back half of The Flash Season 8, so Armageddon will certainly not be the last of Thawne which we will be seeing. But towards the back half of the season, we could potentially end up getting a younger version of Eobard Thawne being set up. And then for Season 9, if Season 9 is the final season, he could actually end up being set up as the final main villain. Once again, if Season 9 is the final season, where we can then go back to the night Nora Allen is murdered and make everything come full circle. So that is why it makes sense that this present day Eobard Thawne dies sometime pretty soon, maybe in the back half of Season 8 if he still continues on for that, or it could be during Armageddon as well. We do then have Mia saying we'll give him what he deserves, while she gets emotional. So this pretty much confirms that these timeline changes Thawne did actually results to something big happening to her personally. Maybe it results to William dying, which is obviously her brother. Who knows? I am very interested to see these interactions between Barry and Mia, and hopefully we get some Oliver Queen references as well, because I really love those. Oliver Queen's just my favorite character in the Arrowverse, which is why it will be so cool if we actually get that. But lastly, we do then have Despero mentioning that there is a possibility that Armageddon could still happen. It does seem like Barry and Despero will have some sort of an alliance during this episode where they go after Thawne together, but through set photos, we do know that there will be some sort of a final battle between Despero and the Flash, so we do know that something big will happen which causes Despero to turn on Barry. So we will definitely be getting some sort of a twist taking place, which probably shows that Despero is a villain and does not have these good intentions to stop what's happening, and maybe Despero has an agenda of his own. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below if you guys think that this will be the last what we will see of present day Reverse Flash. I'm interested to see all of your opinions towards all of this as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.